Yo, what up, y'all? I'm DJ Premier. You're checking out Hip Hop Wired.
Now, first and foremost, I want to ask you, man, just as a hip hop pioneer sound maker, a producer or whatnot, how do you feel about what's going on right now as far as trap music and just how hip hop music is evolving? I know there's a lot of traditionalists that kind of maybe wish it would go back to a little bit more boom bap and a little bit more of that 90s sound. What do you think about what's happening right now with the sound of hip hop?
I mean, boom bap style, if you want to call it that, is never really gone anywhere. If you're into it, you know where to find it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like how hip hop was when we were coming up. We had to go find it. You had to know the spots. Now it's everywhere. Most kids are raised by it. Now weren't raised by it. We were part of the raising of the culture. So it's a lot different, and we respect our elders and all the people that came before us. We always want to know what they like, what's dope to them, because we into them for a reason. The youngsters that's out now, I buy it all. Like Young Thug, Rich Homie Quan. I've studied all of that stuff. I don't do that style. Don't have to. They're doing it. And my younger nieces, nephews, and all of them like that style. I study it because I want to make sure that I understand what they're up to, because they are part of our family. So if they're part of our family, know your hip hop on every era of it. The hardest hip hop to really understand is foreign hip hop because of the language, but the attitude you can feel. So it's the same thing with this. Just be dope, and what level you want to take it at. If you're serious about it, to come with some rhymes I want to sing back. Party records are cool. I love being at a party, turning up and saying all that slang. I still do old school slang. I don't say turn up. But for my younger generation, I love the fact that that's their slang. That's dope. Yeah, lit, all that stuff. I'm up on it. But I'm going to still say my slang. I'm going to still say fresh, hype, def, fly, you know. Yeah.
Now, speaking of fresh, hype, def, you recently collaborated with Dope and Fly. Speaking of those two as well, you did a big record with Dr. Dre, man. That Animals record is a real problem on that Compton album, man. Talk about a little bit of that process and just you and Dre coming together to do something like that, because that's like a hip hop nerd's like wet dream, like to have Primo and Dr. Dre on one track.
I'm a hip hop nerd my damn self, you know what I'm saying? I'm a junkie for it. I mean, me and Anderson .Paak did a thing for Boiler Room in Russia, in Moscow, with another producer named BMB Space Kid. Shout out to him. And when we put together the rough of that beat, we started working on another song, me and Anderson, because we had just met out there for the same project. Once we did that, we ended up finishing that one there. So when we got home, the whole thing with Freddie Gray happened in Baltimore, and he was like, yo, man, I'm real angry at what I'm seeing in Baltimore. So he said, I wrote a song to that other beat we didn't use. Can I send it to you? Maybe we can leak it out. Like, yeah. Played it for me. I was like, it was called FSU, Fuck Shit Up. Then when then Dre heard it, wanted to get on it, and he was working with Anderson on other joints, so it was like a perfect thing to just keep it rolling. And next thing we did was, I flew out there to just add some scratches, and Dre did all the twists on it, got it nice and snappy, and we made magic.
No, that's an amazing record, man, because you can tell it feels like DJ Premier, and it feels like...
Changed it to Animals. Dre asked, could we change the title? We're like, yeah, go. I did a record called Animal in Korea for a group called Dynamic Duo. It's only released over there, though, so we add the S to it. It's different. But
no, that's legit.
Shout out to them, too, to Choza and Gecko Game.
All right. When we going to get some more Prime music, man? When we get some more Prime?
We just finished the Prime Deluxe album with Joey Badass, MF Doom, and a couple other people. And the 7-minute version of Mode, which was on Southpaw, is out now. Came out like a couple days ago. I'm on the documentary album that just dropped. Actually, I did the song documentary too for Game. And also, what am I missing? I just scored a film for VH1 called The Breaks. It's based in 1990, Brooklyn. It's a dope TV movie, 2 hours. And the music is authentic, Cool G rap, you know, the proper songs from that era. And it looks like from the way they shot it, to Seath Man and Dan Charnas and Maggie and the whole staff at VH1 for putting it together. And then also I got a new album coming out with MC8 called Which Way Is West. It's a collabo album with his label Blue Stamp and my label Year Round Records. And then also Gangstar Foundation's NYG's is finally dropping their second album, totally produced by me. It's called Hustlers Union Local NYG.
That's a mouthful.
It's raw. It's raw New York, authentic street music, the whole album. It's crazy.
We're looking forward to that, man. I appreciate your time.
We got one more thing. You said Prime, said the breaks, MCA, NYGs.
New Jay-Z record?
Oh, I'd love that if he. I would love that. Hopefully it'll happen.